Here's level 5 question expressed in scientific notation. Okay, so we're multiplying 7.797 times 10 to the power of 10 times 8.801 times 10 to the negative 9. Do is I'm just going to multiply the numbers together and multiply the powers of 10 together. Okay, like this. So you don't actually have to write it out. But I'm going to multiply the 7.79 times the 8.801 and then the 10 to the 10 times 10 to the negative 9. Okay, handy dandy calculator time. 7.797 times 8.801 equals, okay, so 68.621, 397. Okay, and now the 10 to the 10 times 10 to the negative 9, I'm just going to add the exponents, and that's going to give me 10 to the 1. Okay, so I get 68.621397 times 10 to the 1. All right, now I want to get the decimal point right after the 6, right? So I'm going to move it one step over to the left. So that's 6.8621397 times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the 1 again. Okay, like that. Or we can just add 1 because we're moving it one step to the right. We know it's times 10 to the 1. Just add 1 to that times 10 to the 2. Okay, so you can actually write it out like this, or you can just think, look, I'm moving it one step over. This is going to get bigger by 1. All right, and there's our final answer. So let's go and see how to do it. So I'm going to multiply those together, the 7.797 and the 8.801, and that's going to give me 68.621397. Okay, now remember it's times 10 to the 1, right? But once I move the decimal point over one more, it's going to be times 10 to the 2. Times 10 to the power of 2. All right, let's do this one quickly. So I'm going to multiply those two together. So 4.452 times 9.317 is equal to, so 41. Okay, 0.479284. All right, times 10 to the, if I move the decimal point over 1, that's going to be times 10 to the 1. Okay, so remember that. Whatever these two, when I'm gonna multiply 10 to the 4 times 10 to the 8, it's going to give me 10 to the 12. But because I move this over 1, I'm going to add 1 to it, 10 to the 13. Okay, so times 10 to the power of 13. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to multiply those two numbers together. So 5.113 times 6.568 equals, so 33.582184. Okay, and okay, so remember I moved the decimal point one step over to the right, so I'm going to add 1 to whatever my exponent is. All right, I have 10 to the 3 times 10 to the negative 11. Add those together, that gives you 10 to the negative 8. Okay, and I'm adding 1 to that. All right, so instead of being 10 to the negative 8, it's going to be 10 to the negative 7. Okay, so times 10 to the power of negative 7. All right, one more. Okay, so we have 2.08 times 10 to the power of 3 times 3.778 times 10 to the negative 6. All right, so let's get to multiplying. 2.08 times 3.778 is equal to 7.85824. Okay, and so we don't have to move the decimal point around, so we're just going to multiply the 10 to the 3 times 10 to the negative 6, add those together, and that's going to be 3 added to negative 6, that's negative 3. So times 10 to the power of negative 3, like that. Okay, let's do one more. So 3.752 times 1.858 6.96157 is equal to 6.9676464, like that, times 10 to the 9 times 10 to the negative 7, that's times 10 to the 2. All right, one more. So I'm going to multiply these two numbers together. 3.911 times 4.174 is equal to 16.32. Okay, and remember that's going to be, that's like 1.632451 times 10 to the 1. So I'm going to add a 1 to my exponent. Okay, so 10 to the 3 times 10 to the negative 2, add those together, that's 10 to the 1. Add another 1 to that, times 10 to the 2. So times 10 to the power of 2. And there we go. And that's level 5. Have a good day.